He suddenly noticed something was off. David had been limping on his right leg for 8 years, but today, somehow, it was his left leg. David quickly forced a smile and brushed it off, saying he didn't have time for jokes. Then he switched back to limping on his right leg and hobbled out the door. He shook his head, thinking the pressure of the civil service exam must be getting to him so badly that he was starting to hallucinate. But that night, after he fell asleep at his desk, David quietly picked up the mechanical pencil lying beside him and aimed it straight at his eye. The gentle expression he wore during the day was completely gone. The pencil lead dropped. After confirming he was really asleep, David slipped out into the night. What David didn't know was that he opened his eyes the very next second, drenched in cold sweat. Lately, David had been acting so strangely it was downright terrifying. He hurried after him in secret, only to witness something that left him stunned. Not long after leaving the house, David's limp disappeared. He took off his glasses, lit a cigarette, something he had never done before, and turned into a completely different person. A moment later, he slipped into a dark alley and began whispering with a few men who looked like gangsters. None of it made sense. David worked in the justice system. He was supposed to be a respectable, law-abiding man. Even after David walked away, he still couldn't believe what he had seen. But then, to his horror, he realized David had already circled around and was standing right behind him. And yet the next morning, he woke up at his own desk. David was there behind him again, acting as gentle as ever, just like usual. He sat there in a daze, unable to tell whether what happened last night had been a dream or whether David had been putting on an act all along. He couldn't shake the feeling that David had been replaced. As for the truth, pay close attention to every detail. Mario was on the way to move into a new home when he jolted awake from a nightmare. Because of his anxiety and nervous exhaustion, episodes like this had been happening more and more often lately. His family tried to reassure him, telling him not to put too much pressure on himself. He would do just fine on the upcoming civil service exam. Before long, they arrived at the new house. But the moment Mario saw it, something felt strange. He had never been there before, and yet it felt unsettlingly familiar. Still, he didn't think too much of it and simply joined his family in unpacking.